crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby, yeah. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtract it. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. X's and O's, I don't wanna know what's happening. Brody told me slow me or I end up money in a basket. Told her this plane crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. You made of plastic, and ain't no way you play me. I guess we cool back then. I guess we cool back then. I guess we cool back then. I'm yelling Mayday.
We have some more 2K TV fun coming at you on September 10th because we will be in NBA 2K22. Until then, follow us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV, and make sure you send us those highlights using the hashtag 2KTVWow and enjoy the game.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Young in at the 1.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by Jokic. Leonard attacking.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
During his rookie season, Jason Tatum was Boston's go-to guy in the Eastern Conference Finals. A rare opportunity, and that young fella delivered at a high level.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And here's Giannis, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Doncic against LeBron, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Lillard outside. Young looking it over. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D, but hey, it's the All-Star game.
Here's Doncic. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Doncic with the bucket.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Count that one.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Jokic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Doncic throws it down.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
And so Young will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 5. James finds Leonard. Over Jokic. Leonard, no luck.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Young in the corner. Off target from three-point range. To the paint. Here's Curry. Jokic trying to free himself up. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Tatum.
Man, he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
He kicks it to Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. In the corner, it's James. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. LeBron's got his second basket.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Doncic outside. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Giannis inside. Defended by Young. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Leonard with the bucket.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the East All-Stars?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, the potential the Joker has is exciting. Jokic, a big man who can score, pass, and rebound, and do all of those well.
And the second free throw, good. And the West All-Stars with possession. 6-point game. Here's Young. And there it is for him.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Young against Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Curry trying to break free. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And there's the pass to Leonard. Durant wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The East All-Stars on offense. 6-point lead. Curry's shot is off. Lillard from outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. On the wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Curry wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Curry's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Leonard. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Curry against Lillard. Curry dishes to Doncic. Floats it up for Jokic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here is Young. Over in the corner, Lillard. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the West All-Stars. Young against Doncic. To the inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight. Young is double. 3-pointer, Lillard drains the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 9 points.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Jokic trying to free himself up. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. Doncic against Young. Doncic kicks to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Inside. Here's Giannis. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Big group substitution here for the East. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Curry, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Doncic. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Zion Williamson comes in for Kevin Durant. Zach LaVine's checked in for LeBron. And it's Devin Booker in for Trae Young. Lillard surveying the D. And Lillard gets double teamed. Down low, LaVine. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You know, he's becoming a more well-rounded scorer, guys. Buckets like this demonstrate LaVine's ability to finish from anywhere.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's Booker. to the middle. Shot clock at 5. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. West All-Stars shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That free throw good from Williamson.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Now here is Davis, and Irving launches it from deep, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard, the pass to Embiid. Three-pointer. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Lillard against Jokic. Mitchell trying to free himself. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Showing off that nice mid-range jumper. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Booker against Jokic. Booker dishes to Embiid. Launches it. A nice shot by Booker. And it's now only a 1-point East All-Star lead.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive. And he continues to grow as a passer.
Brown the pass to Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Outside, Levine. Williamson with the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's all evened up. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Here's Jokic. That shot is off. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Mitchell against Levine. Goes back up. And Embiid lays it in.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now, here is Irving. Brown outside. Passes it to Davis. And the 3 off target. And the West All-Stars with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. And Lillard gets it to go.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here is Mitchell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Puts it up from 17, and the shot goes in.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the West All-Stars as they end the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. With you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, they've got Jaylen Brown. Towns is out there with Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good by Davis.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard dishes to Embiid. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight. He's with the ball.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Davis, the pass to Mitchell. Nice D from Lillard.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Levine. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is a guy who really flies up the court. Tough to shadow Levine in transition.
Here's Davis, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the East with some changes. Paul George comes in for Brown. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Young's checked in for the West.
What's up?
And the free throw is good, now leading by one.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
Towns against Embiid, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfectly.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Booker. Booker draws the double. Sabonis kicks to Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Embiid's got 7.
He's capable of bearing the triple. Joel Embiid is not bashful when it comes to shooting from there. As a matter of fact, I think he takes too many threes, but he can make them.
Now, here is Young. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Young is double. To the paint. There's Sabonis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Giannis, he's checked in for Davis. And Doncic is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Then for the West All-Stars, Durant's checked in for Sabonis. And James subbed in for Levine. Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Back to George. The three. It's rebounded by Durant.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
Young against Doncic. Looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup. Doncic has got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bounce pass Young. Here's KD. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And so Booker will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. Dishes it to KD. Pass to Young. Let's go. Again, the West All-Stars.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
George has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's LeBron. No good that time. Excellent D there from George. Down low. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here's Young. Doncic with the block. George, that's a 2-pointer. They grab their own miss. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the East. Curry comes in for Russell Westbrook. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Leonard, he's checked in for Embiid. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
A tight game here in Atlanta. Young against Doncic. Young is double. James finds Booker. Young outside, shoots the 3. That one misses. The East All-Stars go the other way with it.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Curry attacking. Outside for George. Doncic looking it over. Another shot. 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo passes to George. Leonard with the steal. Here's Young. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the West All-Stars.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Doncic kicks to George. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's the West All-Stars ball. 6-point lead. From about 16, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Curry with the 3. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. Here's LeBron, and it's sent back by George.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflections.
Here's Curry following the basket by LeBron James. The 3 for Doncic. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now here's Booker, 8 points for him. The pass to James. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Young's shot is off. He's with the ball. They trail by 6. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
And the rejection by Giannis.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Curry. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
How about the precision there from the crafty one? Curry expertly fighting through the D on those type of shots.
Young against Doncic. Pass to Leonard. Great D that time from Tatum.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Young. 6 points for him. For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Doncic. Tatum passes to Doncic. Curry on the wing. Defended by Booker. Curry gets the bucket.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
With some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown comes in for George. And Irving subbed in for Doncic. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Bam Adebayo's checked in for LeBron. Zion Williamson comes in for Kevin Durant. Levine's checked in for Booker. And it's Damian Lillard in for Trae Young. Adebayo, another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 14. Fires for 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
That's scary. Already a great shot maker. Williamson still has plenty of room to grow in that area.
58 seconds left in the second quarter. Giannis dishes to Curry. Pass to Jokic. And Adebayo sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And he feeds it to Lillard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the East. Throw good, Damian Lillard.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Here's Curry. Count it. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Leonard. He has 6. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 9.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3 ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the East All-Stars. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see competitiveness come out of these guys. That's right, Ernie. I had to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness, a little more defense, not a lot more, certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court on is good to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Trae Young. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Lillard in at the 2 guard. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Curry against Lillard.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt at all when it comes to rebounding.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
He hits both from the stripe. Curry with it. They double team Curry. Tatum on the wing. And stolen by LeBron. To the inside. Here's Leonard. East grabs the miss. And stolen by LeBron. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Count the basket and the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
The West All-Stars have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Giannis is double. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Doncic, no good.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Fires at the elbow. And it's the East with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Curry got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 14 over Tatum. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Stephen Curry. Young pass to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Young against Doncic. Count that bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's the pass to Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And some changes here for the East. Towns comes in for Jokic, and Anthony Davis is subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And West also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Now here's Curry. He's got 18. And Doncic gets it to go.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one.
Oh,
my
great.
goodness. That was special. Well, he's got such a good understanding of when to go after the steals. Excellent instincts defensively from Embiid there.
Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Stars.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Russell Westbrook in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Sabonis, he's checked in for Durant. That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Passes it to Lillard. Back to LeBron, and he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
I tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
Curry on the wing. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Curry's got 20.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Here's Young. Sabonis trying to get open. Young, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Here's Doncic. The shot will not fall. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Three-pointer, Lillard. Westbrook pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. George is checked in for Steph Curry. And West also making a switch. Booker's checked in. On the free throw, no good. On the wing, Booker. Pass to Young. There's the three. No good on the shot. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Rejected by Young.
And you can tell he wants to improve on the defensive end. Young, great to see him come up with the rejection.
Good. Embiid's got 11.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
George, that's a two-pointer. The West All-Stars pull it in. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Doncic right side. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Booker with no one around. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And now a 10-point West All-Star lead. Booker's gone 3 for 3 from deep so far. Perfect. Doncic finds Davis. Towns trying to get open.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Kept alive. And Embiid throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win. Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
And they double up Embiid. Back to Young. And it goes down 2 points. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Here's Young. Here's Embiid, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the East with some changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Paul George. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The West also making some changes. Zion Williamson's checked in for Sabonis. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Trae Young. The free throw drops for Embiid. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Davis kicks to Towns. And stolen by Booker. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Booker outside. LaVine against Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now the feed to Williamson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here is Doncic. 17 points in the game. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Mitchell. Good, and as this goes to town. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
And Mitchell is a flat-out scorer of the basketball. He loves doing it in a variety of ways.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Mitchell passes to Brown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Williamson. Levine wide open. Connects from three-point range. Levine's got the lead up to 14 now for the West All-Stars. Inside, here's Towns, and Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The West All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the West. Both free throws good from Booker.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Doncic against Booker. Jokic high post. He's got 13. Clock is at 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
For 3, Booker scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Giannis, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Julius Randle's checked in for the West. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. 19-point game. Can they get it? The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. The West All-Stars with the ball. Here's Leonard. And no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Jokic passes to Doncic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
The East All-Stars have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. That free throw good from Doncic. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Booker. Fires from 18. Again, the West All-Star.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Brown finds Antetokounmpo. Pass to Doncic. Jokic with it. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Jokic has got 15 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
Doncic passes to Giannis, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the East. Durant's checked in for the West. Damian Lillard comes in for Booker. Mitchell wide open. From outside, off the mark. Fast break, here we go. Oh, and the chin by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. West All-Stars out in front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
Antetokounmpo is out there with Brown. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars.
What a nice move by Levine. Tremendous handle. Gets him anywhere he needs to go, and then he does the rest of the work from there.
Jokic high post. Over Williamson. And it's Jokic missing. It's 2-on-1. Up the floor. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the two, but he came into the league as a point guard.
On its way from Curry for two. Misses off the left iron. KD against Antetokounmpo. And it's Kevin Durant with the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Leonard. Williamson trying to free himself up. Some solid defense from Brown. Fires from the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
Shooting two.
Free throw drops for KD. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when they're seemed to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Young passes to Durant. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. The pass to Curry. Now Jokic kicks it out to Mitchell. Jokic trying to free himself up. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Jokic.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Young dishes to KD. Here's Williamson. Makes it off the glass.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Down low, here's Curry, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Curry's got 4 this quarter. And Young kicks to Lillard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Williamson. Great D that time from Tatum. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 16. Jokic against Young.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Here's Curry. Count it. Good. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Young outside. Releases, and he drops that one in.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Up top, Curry, covered by Lillard, and it's in there.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Passes it to Lillard. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Doncic is checked in. The West also making some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for Williamson, and LeBron subbed in for Leonard.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
To the paint. And the shot goes in from Embiid. Embiid's got 20 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Doncic passes to Antetokounmpo. The shot is good off the backboard. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, with his athletic ability, Antetokounmpo could almost get away with not having a jump shot, but he's got one anyway.
To the wing on the left. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And he makes that one.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
How Young. There's the dish to Durant. Over Giannis. And it falls over the rim and in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The East All-Stars on offense. Doncic outside over Young. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Drops in the tray.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Tatum kicks to Curry. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
That 3-ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Young against Doncic. A nice shot by Young.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Curry outside, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Curry's got 34 points. Giannis against KD. Down low, and it's sent back by Jokic. And here comes the break. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the West All-Stars. Leading by 12. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Inside, Giannis with it, outguarded by Giannis. Outside Curry. On the wing, Doncic. And they pick up 2.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Outside Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the East All-Stars. Curry's gotten some big threes tonight, shooting 5 of 8 from deep. Outside, KD. Over Giannis. KD can't get it to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Young with the ball. This one for three. Cans it from downtown. Young's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the West All-Stars. Doncic against Young. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Bounce pass Young. Here's James, and the rejection by Tatum. Here's Embiid. No good. Good defense by Jokic. Tatum passes to Doncic. Over Young. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And so James will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. Young outside. Feeds it to KD. James outside. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Doncic passes to Curry. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
James. Yes!
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're down by 3. 26 seconds left in the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're behind by 3. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Young, right wing. There's the lob, Antetokounmpo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Shooting 2.
The first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And here's Tatum for 3. Connects from downtown.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Shooting 2.
Misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. 6 seconds left in the fourth.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Here's James. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And And it's the West All-Stars to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Young in at the point. Pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Doncic. To the inside. Here's Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Curry's got 42 in the game.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Here's KD. Yep, it counts. 22 points for him.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Young against Doncic.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Here's Jokic. West All-Stars with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Over in the corner, onto the Kumbo. A three-pointer off the mark. Pushing it up. And Young kicks to Lillard. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's an 8-point West All-Star lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
LeBron against Tatum. Nobody near Leonard. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Leonard's got 26.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Knocks it loose. It's thrown by to Kumbo. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. No coverage that time. Doncic has got 30 points.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got 48.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Doncic with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Doncic. Tatum against LeBron. They get it again. Here's KD, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you can't afford to bite on this. I mean, once Durant has you in the air, the rest of it is elementary.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And it's sent back by Jokic to tie it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. James looking around. Durant trying to break free. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. Good, James.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great and-one play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They trail by 5. 44 seconds left in the first overtime. Antetokounmpo passes to Doncic. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Tatum against Lillard. Pass to LeBron. Over Curry. James misses. Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're trailing by 5. 20 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 5.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who go to the line.
2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Antetokounmpo finds Curry. Out to Doncic. Outside Tatum. Pass to Doncic. Knocks down the 3-ball.
You can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're up by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play in the first overtime. So they foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
Up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.